Hi everybody, Mark from MT Restorations with you again. Continuing on my last video, which was my layout that I've been working on for the last probably a month or so. Just to catch you up, built the tables, laid out some track to get a vision of what I'd like to keep and where, so on and so forth. So since my last video, I've established another track on the inner circle using 027 track, because I have a lot of that as well. I've kind of had to make some alterations because my plan was I have a lot of Marx Trains, which I found do not work basically at all or very well on O track with switches. Switches are just too overwhelming for the smaller Marx engines. The copper contactor on the bottom, the way it's made and designed, does catch on some of the Bakelite parts on the switches. It just cannot maneuver through the maze of turns and twists and the height of the Bakelite and so on. So I figured I'll go 027 and use 027 switches. Well, the problem there was it had almost as much difficulty. The smaller engines would just jump up in the air and derail, or I found that the ones with the post, the center post that held the copper contactor, that post would catch onto the Bakelite parts of the switch track and stop dead. I mean, it just stopped dead. So I had to eliminate the switches. I had 3 switches in this inner track originally, and I had a small bridge right there cutting across the corner over there, which was pretty cool. A cool little thing, but it could not maneuver over the switches. So Marx Trains were designed, I'm assuming, just to run on 027 gauge track without any switches or complications, and so that's what I stuck with. So I'm going to live with that for now. You'll see that I have added some cushion underneath all of my O track right now. I'm just going to run my X-Acto knife around all their edges, square them up, even them up, so on and so forth, and then I have to do the same thing for my 027 track, which I'm going to do today. I'm going to cut some more of the real thin carpet that I got actually from Home Depot. I got a big enough piece to cut all my strips out of for about 40 bucks. So you can't beat that. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I've been spotting around some buildings and so on, and just to see what fits where. I'm not in love with all of these locations yet. So what I'll probably end up doing is moving things around some more. I have a lot of accessories. I'm going to try to get some of those out here, but I don't want to keep putting track down and run out of room for accessories and scenery. So other than that, there's not a whole lot of changes you may not have seen. I have added another ZW to my control center. This one runs the inner track now where the Marx Trains will be. This one's running the 2 outer tracks, and I have some lighting. All my switches, I have the 4 electric switches on the outer and inner track. They're all wired up. They work fine. So I'm going to spot around some buildings for lighting and some street lights for lighting and that kind of thing this week. And I will keep you posted on how that's going. But this is where the layout stands currently. Actually the week of the 20th of March, first day of spring, and more to come.